Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Heroes of Wellspring City game. This one is Seedy Business. My name is Zen, and I am the DM. If everybody else wants to go top down, introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, I'm Lordlyhour. I'm playing Cat. I'm not DM anymore. I was demoted.
Hi, I'm KT. I play Lina Noticia. I never had a position in the company.
You make the title cards. Our beloved artist.
Does that mean I get paid in emojis?
If you want.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Arthur. I play Nikola N. You know the instance for. Which is a weirdly corporate sounding name in the context of this goof.
Verl, are you there?
Oh, I didn't hear Arthur's voice. I'm deaf, I guess, today. Yeah, I'm still Verl. I'm Shaun, and yeah, apparently my ears are full of not hearing the main character today.
It's because they're full of goo.
That's it.
You need to stop swimming in the goo.
And today it's specifically that corporate goo.
Oh gosh. For once, we're not actually dealing with evil corporation man as our main villain, so we've had a lot of the mayor recently.
We're dealing with one of the heralds of truth of a modern society, public libraries.
It's going to be a lovely trip to the library where nothing bad happens.
I did some great recon and preparation for today's game by going to the public library myself. This is where you insert an ad saying, go to your public library.
Read books, fool!
Have you been to your library? Have you double-checked it for subterranean roots of glowing green?
I have been meaning to get a library card since I moved to town 6 years ago, so no.
To be fair, quarantine.
I moved before COVID.
I was trying to give you an out, Zen.
No, I will take my out is I had undiagnosed and untreated ADHD, so.
That's a pretty powerful app.
So, yeah.
That's not just the 6.
So, last game, y'all fought a bunch of ants. Lina and Shaun technically died for a little bit there. So you all went... So you all went back to Nikola's house for a sleepover after, during which Nick had a weird dream, woke up at 2 in the morning, and texted roadkill before falling back asleep. So, does everyone want to roll perception?
Yeah.
Sure.
Might as well.
Hey, Zen, what is it to roll again? I'm joking, I'm sorry.
I think if we keep that joke up, Zen will kill one of us.
I mean,
I will find a way to manifest through the computer screen like the girl from The Ring and strangle you, yes.
To be fair, they had the chance to kill me.
Me? When?
Last game.
Oh,
you didn't let me roll this thing.
I had the chance to kill Lina.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean in real life.
Oh, shoot. What is... I used to have this memorized once upon a time. Perception. I forgot she is a -1.
My god!
My boy has a +8.
Oh my
it's because she's short. She can't see shit.
She's too tiny to see over the cupboard.
Here you look over the counter.
Here's the thing. This isn't even a seeing check. This is a hearing check. Because, Kat, you're already awake, but Shaun, you wake up to the sound of a phone ringing. 'Cause Nikola, and specifically it's Nikola's phone that's ringing. Nikola is not waking up for that, and neither is Lina.
Me googling if axolotls have ears.
Oh my gosh.
No. Shaun does care about the fact that your phone is going off, but will not answer your phone because that's weird. So
You've settled it
Nick
for
gets
me.
some.
Cat answers their phone.
Yeah, so Nick gets some shoulder shoves to be like, "Wake up, your phone's ringing."
Cat answers the phone, just like, "Hey, Nick's not here. They're passed out still. What's up?"
So technically, axolotls don't have traditional
Oh,
ears, but they do seem to be able
KT.
to listen underwater.
This is not the time for fun axolotl facts, I'm afraid, KT.
I apologize.
Sorry, Lordly, what was Cat doing?
He answers the phone. Just like, "Hey, you've reached Nick's phone. Nick is passed out."
And on the other end of the phone, you hear silence for a moment, and then you hear I mean, you probably recognize Roadkill's voice by now as he's like, "What?"
Sort of. It's like morning, dude, and they've had a rough day.
I mean, I could guess that much considering they texted me at 2 in the morning, but I feel like generally when you text someone and ask them to do something for you, you should probably answer the phone when they call you back.
Cat, what are you doing?
Nick. I was like, "Oh, they woke up." Cat passes the phone. "It's Roadkill. He's grumpy."
Roadkill?
Yeah, you see, that's
Roadkill.
why I tried to wake you up instead of picking it up first. But Cat does cat things.
Nick is ignoring you both. Roadkill, where you... Okay, hi.
Hi.
Good morning. What's
Like-
up?
I mean, that's what I want to ask you. You're the one who texted me. What is this about a library? Like, you know it's been closed for 30 years, right? If there's a new book you're looking for, it's not gonna be on this side of the river.
Your career in comedy is really picking up. No, just it's hard to explain. Just keep an eye on it. It's not gonna be subtle. I just keep an eye. I'm gonna be real with you. I really hope I'm wasting your time. I really, really cannot overstate how much I hope I am wasting both of our time right now, but I would take it as a favor, as a friend, if you could just keep an eye out on it, please. Just please.
Do you have an idea what I would be keeping an eye out for, or
Either a giant tree launching itself through the roof, someone holding a big syringe approaching aforementioned tree, or something that would be metaphorically signified by a tree launching itself through the roof of the library? One of those three.
Okay, that is a little more specific than I was thinking. And you hear like a little bit of a scuffle in the background. He's like, one second. And the phone is muffled and he's like, "Sit down for 2 minutes, okay?" And then he's back on the phone and he's like, I mean, yeah, there's a tree there. You're a little bit late to be asking me to like I can't do anything about that, but yeah, there's a tree there. I don't know what you expect me to do about a tree. I don't have a chainsaw out here, but yeah, there's a tree there.
The tree.
It's pretty big.
Is it through the roof?
Yeah. I mean, I don't make a habit of going into the abandoned library to check for trees.
Is there a syringe in the base of the tree?
I just said I don't make a habit of going into the library to check on weird trees. I don't know. It's there, growing out of the roof. That's all I can tell you.
You know what? I'll just come and look myself.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Roadkill. It's been a wonderful time talking to you. Hangs up.
Cat belatedly. Bye, Roadkill.
Just sits there and just like deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay.
We gotta learn not to pick up other people's phones.
Lina cracks an eye and says, "Probably not."
Oh, sorry,
Nice
hon.
point to know.
Lina's gonna wiggle her way on top of Nick's chest and go back to sleep, or at least attempt
Oh.
to.
Oh,
No, I gotta get up.
No,
Yes.
no.
Bundles her.
Mm.
Axel burrito.
You need to go observe a tree because apparently
That's
Bad
about a
dream.
tree.
It sounds dumb, but I had a dream about a tree that was it crashed through the roof of the library, like crashed through it. Like it grew so suddenly, and there were roots. It wasn't right, and I saw a syringe sticking out of it, like someone had injected it with Catalyst V. And honestly, I feel like I'm out of my gourd, but
Had you ever seen the library or the tree before?
no, not really.
Well,
Cat,
Roadkill probably confirmed to you that it does exist, so it's not out of the ordinary to suddenly want to check it out.
and Cat's just like, and you know, this isn't the weirdest thing that has happened to us in the last week.
Though it's gotta feel kind of overwhelming. I'm sorry.
And you of all people are okay. You should be resting.
I suppose I'm
Kind of
saying
bundles
it out
her
of
up.
sympathy.
I and whoever does not have anything to do with their Saturday morning and would like to participate, I'm gonna go look at the Ding Dang Library and just make sure that hopefully I'm just having some sort of psychotic break.
Or you just had a weird dream. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative, Nikola. Try to, despite everything, trust your sanity a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Anyway, no pressure. No one's got to come with me if they don't want to, but
I know where it
just
is.
gonna. Are you sure that you want to come with?
I don't want to be alone. And all of
You
my
can.
friends are here.
Cat's just like, well, Tailwind's still there, just pokes them with his foot where they are just curled in a little sleepy fox ball.
Talus has confirmed she's not coming tonight, so I think at that, like, I imagine Tailwind just, like, startles up and is like, huh? What?
Settles back to sleep.
Tailwind probably has to go home and work on Wrecking Ma.
Oh yeah, they probably do have to fix Wrecking Ma, huh?
Yeah, I kind of got beat up by ants.
They can't take that out for a spin yet. That's where Tailwind's gonna be,
Mhm.
if the DM so saith.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna send them home to do junkyard chores, but fixing up Wrecking Ma makes a lot of sense. You bring it into battle like 2 days in a row without fixing it in between, that's a good way to end up with a lot of scrap metal instead of a mech.
Just like, I have some ideas on how to repair this. by repairing it. Lina looks up at Nick.
You can hang out at the junkyard. You can go have a nice breakfast with your parents.
Well, it's just recon, right? So it should be fine.
Seems like it's never just recon, but
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. I'm being overbearing. Okay.
No, you're fine. It's mainly I'm also worried about you, and I want to make sure you're okay. I'll be more careful this time, okay?
Okay. Kind of looks at the others. Again, no pressure. No one has to come if they don't want to.
Cat shrugs and is just like, well, I do, so... It's just like, I kind of missed out on the whole thing with the ants, so I kind of feel like I owe you, and like, I wasn't gonna do anything more interesting this morning, so...
It's really funny that you missed out on the ants, considering it was, like, in your house.
Cat's just like, yeah, my grandparent had it sorted, I thought.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just really funny.
Looks at Verl.
Cat snaps his fingers like, weren't you guys actually gonna like bring materials to the hideout while you were, you know, before ants got you? We could,
Yeah.
you know, double up on the trip. You know, so if we get there and the library is hunky dory, it won't be a wasted trip.
True, we could go to the base first, and then head over to the tree, so we could at least drop things off.
Yeah, you did kind of leave like a whiteboard and some other stuff lying in someone's lawn.
True.
Should probably go get
Unintentionally.
that.
Gotta
Alright,
get
well.
my marmalade shake again.
Well, if I know my Nona, there's gonna be a porridge and other breakfast foodstuffs waiting. So,
Not gonna lie, you gotta
let's
love
go,
a good porridge.
let's go avail ourselves of the amenities.
Yes.
Lina looks at you, Nick, and just says, "Are you willing to carry me?"
Yeah, I guess I can.
Is that
You
gonna be
pick her
too
up.
much? Ah. Cling.
Backpack. Baxolotl. Pack.
Cling.
Cat really wants to share a look with someone to the tune of, oh my god, this is so cute, but the only other person there and awake is Shaun, who I'm pretty sure is more along the lines of, ugh.
You got
Right.
forcefully adopted by this family on accident.
It is just like you make that face and you just get a dead stare back. But they're doing all their cute moments now before, you know, there's possibly danger, though ideally there won't be any danger. Everything's gonna be fine.
Let them be cute before Lina dies again.
Hopefully not.
I do a jazz hands.
Listen, this is Cat's OTP at the moment. He's going to defend the two of you with his life.
For real? Oh, cat.
So yeah, I think Tailwind keeps sleeping as you guys head out into the kitchen to get some breakfast with the grandparents.
Cat reaches into his hammer space, pulls out, a pen and a notebook, tears out a note, just writes where they're going, and sticky tapes it to Tailwind's forehead.
Lina is going to add one that just says fix wrecking maw first.
Mhm.
Puts on ear.
Just hanging it on there.
Yep. The sticks.
Cat uses like full on fucking masking tape, you know? Just
Wow, dang.
Gosh.
Poor Tailwind.
Talon's gonna be so sticky when they wake up.
Oh gosh, the worst of textures.
Yeah. Tape residue on fur, I do not envy them.
As somebody who's had to clean that off a cat, yeah.
Ugh.
So one of
was
my
it
cats thought
Callie?
it was a good idea to play with the fly tape.
Oh!
Yes,
was
it
Callie,
was
wasn't it?
Callie. It was Callie. It was Callie, damn it.
To be fair, flytrap glue is worse than tape glue.
Worst.
Yeah. Anyway,
I pat you.
with the notes left for Tailwind, y'all head into the kitchen. You can grab breakfast. Do other preparations that you might want to do before heading out. You're all still wearing the clothes from yesterday, which is, I guess, not that abnormal for teens, though.
Yeah, you know, you're a little gross, but it's also like, eh.
Lina looks at Nick. Can I borrow a t-shirt?
Yeah, all right.
Cool, that might as well be a dress.
they're going to be wearing a
I mean,
tent.
I
That's
also
adorable.
I've got dresses. I've got like a little mini dress that probably fit you like a maxi dress.
Stares at you.
Why?
Sometimes I wonder if you realize how tall you are.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
not in
not
this
even
fucking group, just as a cat, but like, yeah.
Nikola.
Believe
I'm
me,
like,
I've got the dents in my forehead to
I'm
prove
not
it.
even as tall as your torso. Actually,
They
it might be
will.
just as tall as your torso.
They
I'm
have
sorry,
a hot pink mini dresses in kind of a 1950s style that they give you.
You know what? Fine. Puts it on.
Helps you roll up the sleeves.
They're so long.
On the subject of appearances, because the silence is going on for several seconds, the discerning observer will notice that Nikola is still a couple shades lighter purple than they were typically.
You feeling sick?
No?
No, you're just looking a little pale.
Oh. Shrugs.
I guess you didn't get great sleep if you had vivid dreams of a tree that might be evil.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. My color doesn't typically fluctuate, but maybe it'll go back on its own.
You've never changed color?
Well, I mean, I've had redesigns. I was a very, very bright shade when I was a little kid. Like,
Lina's,
oh gosh.
Lina's eyes are sparkling. She's going to find a way to find those photos.
It was like it was like eye strain.
She's going to find a way to find those photos.
Anyway, I mean, it could just be, I'm transitioning from like young teen to older teen, medium teen. I don't know. How old are we?
I don't know anymore.
Anyway, it's not what we're focusing on right now.
I think Lina's 15.
I think Nick is also 15, based on trying so hard to make the timeline work with their mom and everything. And Brittany is 16. The rest of you, I don't know.
I think Cat is.
Literally all 16-year-olds are robots.
I think Cat is just about the same age as Brittany. Like, is definitely in the same age bracket.
Mm-hmm. To 16 as
I
well.
think I wrote this down in my character sheet. Let me double check. It's like that's what they're for.
I have never actually been entirely clear on the American school system, so it's just like, you all have been saying, oh, we're in X grade, and I'm just like, that explains nothing to me, but okay.
So
I also don't know.
14 is usually when you.
Yeah,
14 is usually when you enter high school. 15 is usually when you're in your second year of high school.
True. Sounds good. So yeah, like, I think Cat is like 16, but like older edge of the class sort of thing. Like the 16, the 15 going on 16s and is gone on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Makes
Lina's 15
sense.
according to my notes. And 35 pounds.
Wow.
She a tune.
Verl, does Shaun have an age?
I figured it's like just turned 16, so technically
Nice.
around the same age.
Good for him.
We need to have a birthday party episode.
He would never tell
Yes.
you his birthday.
Oh, I didn't mean for Shaun. I mean like
Nick,
for
Nick,
one
Nick.
of the characters who's going to turn 16.
Actually, I'm gonna add that to my notes because we need a lighthearted game in a couple episodes. Maybe it'll be Lina's birthday.
Mandatory birthday bash.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say this because Shaun was legally adopted, Nikola's grandparent probably does know his legal name and birth date,
Probably.
All right.
which is great.
So anyone else want to make wardrobe changes at this point?
Walk into a different room and walk out in a different outfit. He travels with a fucking
A lot of clothes.
small wardrobe of cosplay supplies.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn the sweatshirt inside out, it's a different shirt.
A discerning eye can see that those pants are actually for a perfect cosplay of Senpai from the hit show. What? My Senpai is actually a demon lord?
I would watch that, no joke.
Cat
Especially.
I was about to say Cat would, but yeah, obviously he fucking would. He's cosplay. But yeah, I also would watch it.
I want that to be a reverse isekai where somebody comes here from like some demon world and now is your boss.
Yeah. The devil is a part-timer. Go watch that after the game at some point.
Oh, right. I need to finish that.
It's pretty good. We are getting so sidetracked. Is there anything else? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, we just have a tree to see, so.
Yeah. Anything else people want to do in the apartment before you head out for Ensville?
Not that I can think of.
Not from me. Nick?
I'm just picturing Nick has to say goodbye individually to like a dozen grandparents before they can make it to the elevator.
Well, they actually have a system for this. There's a megaphone by the front door. And as they reach the front door, Nikola picks it up and goes, "Going out for the day, love y'all." And as one, all the grandparents raise their head and wave, and there's a ungodly chorus of, "Okay, dear, love you. Have a wonderful day. Remember that larceny is only a crime if you get caught."
Cat's just like, I like these people.
And then we wonder why Nick's the warlock.
So yeah, you head out Everyone roll perception.
Ooh, 19 on the dice. Plus what?
Wow. Oh wait, Nick gets advantage.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
I got a
Yeah,
nat
we're going with
20.
the 19.
Whoa! Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Much better
Okay.
rolls. Much better rolls so far than for the phone. Except for Lina's, which is a little bit better.
It's still technically better. She got a 7 last time.
Yeah, it's better. So yeah. I mean, I think with a 12, everyone will eventually notice. Well, when you step outside, at first glance, it appears to be, snowing a little bit. And then, very quickly, everyone except Lina realizes, that's not snow. That looks like, well, honestly, it looks like giant dandelion seeds, like, you know, those little bits of fluff with, like, a tiny seed attached, floating in the wind. And I want to give Shaun something for nat 20, so,
Are they like coming from the direction of Yllwyll?
well, it's a little hard to tell because they're just slowly drifting. And then, sort of whatever they come in contact to, they seem to stick to. So there's like a few stuck to, well, there's like a bunch stuck to the walls of buildings and like the empty branches of trees. And with a nat 20, Shaun will notice a slight green tint to the white fluff at the top, keeping them afloat. And taking a closer look maybe at one that's stuck to the outside of Nick's apartment building, notices that the seed, although it only landed very recently, you think, seems to be already growing a couple of very small, fine roots.
This is going to be definitely a mutant problem. So, yeah. Good thing you had that nightmare, Nikola, because this looks like a problem already.
Oh no.
Does Shaun share the whole growing thing?
Yeah, like he's kind of like gesturing to the little green. And it's like, no, it's not just green; it's actually growing into the building, which is not what it should be doing.
Yeah, that's not great.
Cat pulls off his mask and puts on his respirator.
Nick
Sorry,
will go get an umbrella.
why does my brain be like, and Lina pulls out her respirator?
Cat just fist bumps her.
Absolutely. You can't watch Nausicaa and not have one.
So is Nikola actually getting an umbrella
Yes.
out of Hammer Space or going back into the apartment?
Oh, they were gonna run back into the apartment and grab one because they know that they have large ones because they need to be large capacity.
Fair enough.
Or
Just
has
a
little
portable
duckies on it.
pen.
maximum grandparents.
Aw.
Oh, it has duckies on it. Lina in my head just went like, I could outswim them.
This is
My brain just like when Lina picks up the umbrella and a fucking gust of wind carries her off.
There she goes.
Goodbye. She is one of the dandelion fluff now.
Lina, Noticia, and the blustery day.
Mary Poppins.
I guess we should head off to Yllwyll and see what's going on there then, right?
We should move quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no giant ants.
Do not speak them into existence.
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
no, if there's giant ants, I'm going home. And I'm taking all of you with me.
You do not encounter
With
any
your
giant.
tiny arms.
You do
What's
not.
that?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. It sounded like you went quiet for a couple seconds on my end. I wanted to make sure
Yeah,
that
I
my
was waiting to
headphones
see
connected and-
if if that conversation was going to continue before I hustle things along. So you do not encounter any giant ants on your way to the bridge. You are able to find and pick back up the like whiteboard and other stuff that you left on someone's lawn. She can pick up and take with you. It's not too heavy, so not having Wrecking Ball along to help carry is not a big deal. And yeah, you make it to the bridge without incident. Everyone except Lina will notice that there do seem to be more seeds in the air the closer you get to the river, and there's like a bunch of them floating on the surface of the river.
I just imagined how pissed off Tailwind's going to be as these things are growing into their junk piles.
There's actually a way to really quickly deal with dandelion fluff. You just burn it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think we should burn these.
Cat, who has a tinderbox, which I'm imagining is just a lighter, puts his just like, oh,
Lina just like, no, no, not
puts it,
not this time.
puts the lighter back in his pocket.
We should figure out what this does first. What if we were to burn it and we kill everyone? That'd be bad.
Cat is just like, that would be bad.
It would be bad.
Yeah, you don't want to kill everyone. That would be kind of contrary to your group's tentative goal of being superheroes.
Just generally not a very nice thing to do.
So, gonna drop things off at the hideout and then continue on deeper into Ensville. Yes?
Absolutely. Lena's
Yes.
going to text Roadkill. Like, hey, have you seen this shit? Takes photo of all the fluff.
I'm just picturing like you see the little typing 3 dots and then they go away. And then a minute later they're back. And the response you get is, "Well, now I have."
Wonderful. We're going to check out the library. Want to come?
uh
Are you watching? Are you watching certain individuals today, or question mark?
Give me a sec to make some decisions. So this is still via text, right? Yes?
Absolutely.
Roll insight. Just Lina.
Okay. She has a +1. Yay!
When you made that choked like ugh noise, I was expecting her to have like a -3.
I was more of like I forgot how to type on an iPad. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's
Insight 10's good enough to know that's not how Roadkill types. Someone else is typing for him. You can guess who. So
she types. Raver, where do you have Roadkill's phone?
And like a minute later you get a text back like, he asked me to text you back.
Does he not want to do anything today?
You get a text. Hang on. Several minutes of the little typing thing going on and then back off. And on and back off. And then you get, okay, he's leaving now.
Lina says, give him his phone back. You have your own.
Everything all right?
She's just chuckling
Yeah.
to herself like, yeah, everything's fine. Roadkill's gonna meet up with us there. I figured it might be a good idea to have, since we're down a member.
It's probably wise.
Nick, you gonna make it?
I was kind of hoping it was just a dream. But I'll be alright.
Hold your hand. She checks her phone
They will.
really quick to make sure Robbie gave the phone back, and then turns attention back to Nikola.
Yeah, you do not get any response to your last text message, so.
Okay, good. Looks back up at Nick.
Part of me is just like, would Cat be reading over their shoulder?
Looks
Nick
up.
is both humming show tunes in their head and also like fending Cat off. Like baps, baps, baps. No, privacy is very important.
That sounds
Baps,
fake.
baps, 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 baps.
What's privacy to a tall person?
Twist the mask so that it's the eye holes are upside down and the smile is like just rotates it like a clock 180 degrees. You cannot see.
All of you to think he can't see, his passive perception's 18.
Yeah,
Damn.
he might get a little bit of that. He might just get, not exact words, but, that looks, I mean, you haven't texted Roadkill before. You don't know how he texts. But,
Yeah.
roll insight, roll insight.
Really quick, I just realized that we do not know the canonical number of eyes that Cat has underneath the mask.
Oh god, you're right.
You don't know that his face doesn't just rotate when you twist the mask either.
That is true. Does Cat have owl neck?
Who knows?
You, assumedly.
I mean, he's rubber hose. I wouldn't put it out of the question. Okay, 15 insight. You've never texted with Roadkill before, but you'd be a little bit impressed if he's texting all that with his one hand.
Claw.
Obviously, he wouldn't text with the claw, but his hand is not in the best shape either. So, vaguely impressive as he did type that.
Incidentally, Cat's not like out here snooping. He's not just like, oh, I want to know this, I can hold it over people. He's just a nosy little bitch.
He likes the gauze.
Exactly. He likes knowing things about people, and if he learns it by being in the vents while they're discussing it, that's their fault for not checking the vents.
Ooh. I'm picturing this text conversation goes on while everyone else is unloading stuff into the hideout. So, hideout unloading is complete.
Yes.
Lina, you want to roll survival to get to the library?
Sure.
Should have asked for a piggyback ride, eh?
Oh, even
Absolutely.
if she was getting a piggyback ride, she'd have to give directions. She's the only
my
one
survival's not bad.
that has
It's a
actually been.
+3. You gotta find out those non-censored books. Hey, 19.
Nice.
It's been 30 years. The books are not intact, but Lina does know the way
Oh,
to
right,
the
that's right. They're
library.
dust.
There is a lot of piles of wet paper glop.
It's
But-
Full Metal Alchemist all over again.
With a 19, Lina gives everyone great directions deeper into Ensville until you come upon this big, very sort of fancy old building looking library. And Nikola, it looks exactly like the one in your dream last night.
Really quick, I will
Uh.
say before they crossed into Ensville did change into Nightlight garb.
Good call. Anyone else?
Nikola as well.
Yeah, Cat's like 2/3 in his costume already with the fucking gas mask he's wearing because of the fucking pollen, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Since no one can tell I'm wearing the same shirt if I'm literally just a slime man.
So everyone roll perception.
Yeah, while this is going on, Lina's just gonna like check in with Nikola. Like, is it like your dream?
It's exactly like my dream.
Ah. Hmm. Do you need a moment?
Damn it, Cat. You have a +8. Roll above a 10, please, my boy.
I'll be all right. Don't worry about me.
Impossible.
Sorry.
It's fine. You worry about me too.
Squeezes her hand.
Squeeze his hand.
Oh, and now I gotta interrupt this touching moment to describe what y'all see in front of you. Everyone sees, of course, big, grand old library. Absolutely ginormous tree coming out of the top with these like long willow-like leaves sort of drifting in the wind. And an absolute fuck ton of the little floating seeds also blowing off of the branches and sailing away. 15s. I mean, Nick saw this in your dream. The tree looks a little bit bigger than when you saw it in your dream, actually. So it seems like it's grown a little bit since then. Yeah, and Lina, you've been here before. The tree was definitely not here last time you were here, which was at least a month ago. Probably longer because it's cold. You've been here before, but not for a little while, and there was not a tree here. That's new.
This tree has probably been here about a month. Last time I was here, it wasn't, it didn't exist.
Yeah, it sprouted all at once.
Yeah. Do you want to, do you want to make our way in and
hang on,
check
I
out the
haven't finished
base?
descriptions yet, because Shaun got a 19! Shaun
Apologies.
gets more stuff, which is, Shaun, as you watch, you can see, like, a faint ripple of green light going through this tree, sort of rising up from the trunk and out through the branches, and it seems to get a little bit bigger. And you can also notice that a few seeds seem to have gotten stuck on the library itself, and have already started growing into little saplings that look a lot like the big tree, just smaller.
Great. Because, yeah, if it keeps going, like, apparently this tree grew, like you said, it was smaller in your dream, by the looks of things here, we might have an entire forest instead of a city if it keeps up. Just based on. Do you see how it's kind of glowing green if you just squint at it, just tilt your head a little?
Mhm. Hey DM.
Mm-hmm.
So some questions about the scenery.
Yes.
How close are the surrounding buildings?
I think. Hey, let me pull up my map. Cause this is actually a building that's on the map that I just haven't shown. To you before.
Ooh.
Yeah, so labeled on the map, number 2 is the public library, which is where you are, pretty deep into Entsville. But it's sort of got its own little chunk of land. There's a little yard around it, or what might have once been a yard or green. It's pretty overgrown now with a combination of weeds and saplings. And then it's sort of just the building and its yard, and then the road and the neighboring buildings are across the street from it. It's a very big building.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna wait until Roadkill gets here because honestly, I would prefer to have his input on this. But just really quickly, can anyone think of a reason why one should not burn this fucking building down?
Toxins.
Well,
We
the
don't
fact
know. We don't know how flammable this fluff is either. And it's gotten pretty far. I don't want to burn down 2 cities.
Yeah.
It's a lot of wood and a lot of green wood. It might be difficult. Also, just the amount of smoke and stuff. Maybe there's an easier way to go about it.
Also, Lina, there probably are still some books in there.
Thinks about the poor books.
And then because I forgot to introduce him earlier when I had y'all roll perception, Roadkill does drop down from the roof of a nearby building.
Also, if we do set this on fire, it might, create a big old smoke signal and, draw attention here that the folks living here probably do not want. We don't want to give the shittier mayor any excuse to send over a bunch of weird robocops.
That's true. I don't want to accidentally cause what's left to burn. There are still people living here.
Yeah, on
That's all
both
fair
accounts,
points.
that's probably best avoided.
To be fair, I'd love to have a simple solution for once.
Morning, Roadkill.
Oh, morning. Are we doing pleasantries now, or?
Absolutely. Hi, Roadkill.
Hello!
Hi, Lina.
Hi.
Nikola, you can roll insight on Roadkill if you want.
Sure.
So this tree wasn't here like a month ago.
22. He's snippy because you hung up on him.
Did he hang up
He
on
went
us?
to he went to all the trouble of returning your inquiry and giving you information. And you hung up on him.
I mean,
After texting him at 2 in the
Roadkill can
morning.
roll insight on Nikola if you want to play that game.
Sure. It won't be as good, but 8.
But
Seems tired and stressed.
Roadkill is perpetually tired and stressed, so he doesn't have that much sympathy.
Roadkill just
Anyway.
you've joined the club, huh?
Welcome to my 30 years. Nikola, meanwhile, like, well, do you have images coming into your brain for no particular reason? Because I don't know why that's a thing.
Folks, do you mind if we take a very quick break for me to go address the chickens? It's getting very dark outside.
Yeah, I'm down
Do
for a
not
break.
mind.
And we're back. Yeah, Roadkill is... Yeah, with the 22 carrying, Nick can tell Roadkill is not really that sympathetic to Nick being tired and having a rough time. It's just like, he made all that effort to call you and you hung up on him. But he is here now, so...
Well, that is a thing. Regardless, who would like to get a closer look?
I'm okay with that. Though I will be careful. Looks a little guiltily between Roadkill and Nikola. Takes a little step back.
Can Roadkill roll insight on Lina?
Yeah.
All right. Roadkill doesn't know that Lina was almost roadkill.
Can I have advantage, maybe?
You're allowed to have advantage. She knows Nikola.
He knows
He
Lina.
knows Lina.
Oh my god, that's a nat 1. Oh no.
Just so grumpy right now that he can't see anything.
He's like, I can't believe he fucking hung up on me.
Do they know how hard it is for me to dial fucking phone numbers and you hang up on me?
He's like...
He's being so petty.
He's like... I think he's like, of course you'd be careful. Why wouldn't you be?
She is so careful. She's so careful. Sorry, all Lina's giving me is just like really quickly pulls out phone, texts Roadkill like, oh hey, I should let you know yesterday was kind of rough on everyone, including me. We can talk about it later. Emoji. Smiley face heart.
Don't
His phone, like...
Don't be suspicious.
This way she can say that she technically told him.
His phone buzzes in his pocket, and he pulls it out to take a look, and then he just, like, gives Lina a very flat look, like, you had to text that.
Smiles.
Lina,
It's our generation, roadkill. Don't you know the youth of today are poisoned by their telephonic devices?
I wanted a paper trail.
He was giving Lina a flat look. He turns to outright glare at Kat.
Lina, I have reservations.
About what?
About you being the one to scout it out.
Fair. I will follow behind carefully.
Cat's just like, well, between me and Lina, we're actually pretty sneaky. Me, Lina, and Pass Without Trace, which I will happily cast.
Would you like to go, Nick, or would you like us to go? Or vice versa? I don't know. What sounds good?
I'm not sure it's a good idea to leave anyone just standing out on the street here.
Yeah, no.
We could all just go
Alright,
and
if
have Pass Without a Trace.
Everyone within 30 feet of me, so all of us now have a +10 to our stealth. For the next hour or until I lose concentration?
Could be any second.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, natural concentration is a different thing to being ADHD as shit.
Mm-hmm. I think Rickel's like, you're expecting someone in there, huh? You asked about someone with a syringe. Is that you're thinking we're gonna run into them?
In the root of the tree was a syringe that had been emptied of Catalyst V. I don't know if they're still in there, but frankly, I'm just going to assume the worst possible scenario from here on out and hope that by doing so, we can halfway prepare for it.
I think he like grins and like goes to pat Nikola's shoulder and is like, yeah, you're getting the hang of it.
Paranoia.
Right, anyway.
Is it paranoia if you just like have a psychic dream that literally tells you this is not natural, somebody did this? So
Alright, what entrances and exits to the library are there?
I mean, you got the front doors. He points to them. Pretty obvious there. There's a couple side entrances, a couple fire exits. Probably the second floor is gonna be harder to get out of, unless you're cool with jumping through a window.
I don't suppose you know if there's a vent system in the building, do you?
I'm sure there was. I don't think I would recommend going in there.
Fair.
Those things
All
tend
right.
to accumulate spiders under normal conditions, let alone 30 years of being abandoned and full of mutants.
Looks a cat.
Cat's just like, I have been in my fair share of abandoned buildings. I don't plan to investigate the piping. Once is enough to be stuck in the vents.
All right. I would prefer, before we head in, everyone to take a moment to just clock the ways in, the ways out. Just a single loop of the building so that people can know there's a door over there. There's a big window I can crash through over there. So that if a situation comes up where we need to get people out quick, we are all prepared to do that. Does that
Cat
sound all right
salutes.
with y'all?
I mean, it's alright with me.
Yeah, Roadkill nods. You can see he looks, a little bit pleasantly surprised / impressed with Nikola coming up with this.
All right. If things go south, Kat, you're a long range fighter for the most part. No, what am I saying? You have swords.
I'm versatile, is what I am.
I would appreciate it if you and Lina can stick together so that, one, if Lina is drawn into combat, they have an advantage. And two, if, again, things go south, you can scoop Lina up and book.
Cat salutes again, just like, can do, commandant.
All right. Shaun, how are you feeling? You had a rough day yesterday as well.
I'm doing okay. I think I slept better than you guys, to be honest.
Do you think
So,
you're up for work in the front line?
Yeah, I should be able to, especially if we need to run. Then I can take a bit more than you guys, so good.
All right. All right. Anyone else got bright ideas for the proceedings?
I'm pretty portable, so it should be fine.
So saying, Cat will start scouting around the building just as a mark infill and exfiltration points and such. That'd be what, survival?
I was gonna say perception, but you could do survival if you want, or investigation.
Perception, because Cat is nominally good at that. Oh, hey. There we go.
Oh wow, that's a really good roll.
He rolls with a +8.
Yeah! Pretty hard to do terribly with a +8. Several
He's
roll.
been trying. This is the first roll in a while I've gotten over fucking
Ooh.
10 on the dice with.
Tell Sean's on edge because he is paying so much attention to everything right now.
Ruka is walking around the building with you guys, but I get the sense he's like glances at the building, looking at Lina, trying to figure out what's going on there. He's going to roll insight again.
She'll slip back next to Roadkill and just be like, "Hi."
Oh, it's a 3. He gets nothing.
So yesterday there was an encounter with some giant ants.
All right.
I may or may not have not done great.
Define not doing great.
May or may not have been on the verge of death.
Okay, that's more than not doing great, Lina. What the hell?
I'm fine now.
And you're out here today?
I mean,
I shouldn't be surprised. This is exactly your type of thing, but
eyes into her hood.
What?
She just shrinks into her little hood of her cape. She's like, I know, but I'm worried about Nikola. He's really freaked out the fact that he had basically a vision. But he did do a really good job protecting me yesterday. I know it doesn't sound like it, but he did. I probably wouldn't have been okay if he hadn't done something. Tailwind was the one who healed me. Shaun also, does not remember her name shit.
He didn't come up with one. I think for me to say, if he doesn't come up with another name, what else can you call him?
You can't think of one because he hasn't given one because he's like, oh no, man.
She says Shaun and then she thinks about it. She's like, I have no idea what other name he has. I don't know, Bucket Boy?
Slop Doggy.
The goo guy?
Goo guy.
Wow.
He also was in a similar situation to me, so he also had it kind of rough. But I know you're not. I know it's hard for you for you to be patient with others, but yeah. We took care of the mutant ants though, and luckily it was in a situation where we were able to resolve it fairly easily after the fact.
Yeah, the worst thing about the ants problem is the whole. Apparently that's normal, and this is not normal, so it's not looking great. So hopefully it goes better than that did.
Still, do you think this is a problem that has to be solved today? Because, yikes, that's one rough turnaround. The
Yeah.
tree's been here for a few weeks, and you have to take care of it all of a sudden now?
Well, we just found out about it now. We were just gonna check it out, and then here's the thing: the fluff is all the way over in Wellspring too. It's to the point where, like, if it's starting to take seed over there, so if we don't do something about it, it could cause Bronson to come over here and do something stupid.
Yeah, that's
Not
a
that
fair
he
point.
won't do something stupid if we don't, but more stupid.
Yeah.
I like
We were
that
just gonna
Shaun.
check it out, and then it was quote unquote snowing, so.
I like that Shaun's just wandered over and inserted himself into the conversation.
Hi, I'm here too.
Yeah, that's fine. Roadkill's not chasing him off. I think actually, like, Roadkill shoots a look at him, like, trying to gauge if he's okay.
Yeah. It's just like, because Lina's right. It's looking bad over there already, and from what I've been seeing, it's spreading really fast. So.
By the time we were coming over here, it was already taking root in buildings.
So it's
I'd
either
rather not
deal
have
with
to kill this tree, but
so it's either deal with it today or potentially even shittier consequences. Great.
yeah.
Deal with 50 trees, yeah, basically.
I'm all for reforestation, but this seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I doubt those trees are going to be welcome over in Wellspring.
But apparently Nikola's dream was pretty vivid and not great. And he's dealing with the fact that even though he didn't know this thing existed, he somehow knew about it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's got, like, brain powers, so. I don't know, is this
Yeah.
not part of psychic powers?
I have no idea.
I mean, I don't either.
She shrugs. Damn. Got 6 on survival.
Yeah, she's just so busy in conversation, she's not making note of these, like, doors at all. She's just too busy chatting.
Oh, Lina. She can't see them. I'm just gonna say she can't see them. She's short.
She's so
fairness,
short
Cat
she
has
can't
been
see.
drawing a paper map, so he will hand her a copy.
I'm gonna just
Aw.
hide in my horrible little narrative that doesn't make sense. Anyway, my thing is, if it does have a syringe at the base of it, it probably was because of Yllwyll plotting something, and that's a whole other can of worms on top of everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't that far away from where that guy lives, right?
Presumably. And I mean, how many other people over here run around with giant syringes?
Well, here's the thing. We know it's at least one person, and I don't put it past this place to have another, but, like, I get what you're saying.
Oh, right, yeah. I've never met anyone over here that would do that.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, no, it's mostly just him. You haven't, like, run into him or anything, right?
No?
I don't know,
Haven't
man.
exactly
That
gone
guy
looking.
doesn't make any sense.
Have you run into him?
Personally, no, not yet. I hope not to. If I can't... Okay, look. If an ant being an ant tries to just... I don't think I could survive that.
Pretend you're a building inspector. He'll fall for it every time.
Wait, what? What did you guys do? Wait, did he legitimately fall for the whole building inspector gag?
Cat is nodding enthusiastically.
Long enough for us to leave.
That
So,
is
yes.
worrying.
In his defense, we did have clipboards.
You did not.
Oh, didn't we?
You had sunglasses and I think a fake police badge.
Yeah. And all of Nikola's charisma.
Yes. So, I know none of us particularly want to go see what's causing all this. We're assuming we're going to end up fighting a tree. None of us want to fight a tree.
I
Shall
really
we
hope the
get
tree
out
isn't
of the way?
alive. I don't want to fight a sentient tree today. Can just once one of the mutations that Yllwyll does, other than like sentry and whatnot, just be good from the get-go? Like, why can't we have another better mayor?
I don't know if that's what Yllwyll kind of does.
I know, but it's so annoying.
I mean, isn't he like the root cause of like all of our mutations? Just like
Pretty sure
by
you can
proxy?
trace every mutation back to him if you try hard enough. So,
That's true. Catalyst V was kind of his doing, right?
No,
as
you
far
don't.
as I know.
There's not a
Looks around the library and the collateral damage of Innsville. Man, that guy's a bitch. Like, I already knew that, but damn.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't exactly think this was his ultimate plan, but yeah. Fuck that
Yeah.
guy.
Fuck that guy.
That guy.
Poor planning skills.
Just glad
Oh.
he has poor planning skills, because if he had good ones, this would probably be way worse.
That
This
is true.
is pretty bad.
Yeah, but it's bad because of incompetence, not because of, it's not bad because it's competently designed to be bad. It's bad because he's
To be
throwing shit
fair,
at the wall to see what sticks.
this river divides two paradigms of poor planning and good planning and the intent behind those. So, like, I don't know, man.
These towns are both
Dichotomy.
heads.
What?
I said nothing complimentary about either Ronson or Yllwyll. Lina said dichotomy.
Dichotomy.
I'll have to take your
Anyway.
word for it.
Anyway, anybody find any syringes? Also, okay, question. How do you get a syringe that size? Legitimate question.
I'm assuming he has like medical supplies. They
Well,
do
yeah,
have
but they're usually not that big, right?
I mean,
I'm sure if you ask Tailwind when we're back, Tailwind would probably tell you all about how they could totally make one.
it depends what they're for. Like some of them legitimately are fucking huge. Like if you look at like old timey syringes, it's just like, yeah, that is 10 inches of stainless steel. Holy shit!
Right.
Well, see, now I'm even worried because
Anyway,
all of his medical equipment I'm realizing is outdated.
we haven't actually gone inside to look at the tree yet. We've just scouted the
Yeah,
outside of the building.
You've just finished your lap around the outside of the building. It's a big building. I will give you with the 23 and 24, Cat and well, everyone except Lina noticed all the entrances, exits, various doors. Cat and Shaun with a 24 and 23 respectively noticed that noticed that like a lot of the doors are kind of overgrown, but one of the side doors was no ivy and plants growing over it. The ground in front of it sort of scraped clean, so you think someone's been using that door recently.
Cavill pointed out to the others, like, anyway, we do have We have signs of life in the form of someone going in and out. So that's probably our best bet for an entrance.
Roadkill, do we know if any of the citizens here live or frequent the area?
I mean, not that I know of, and if anyone was living here, they'd probably be doing a better job covering their tracks than that.
Probably. Cool. Wanted to double check. Hey, Nick, what do you think?
Go carefully, please. But we should move in.
Okay.
Are you going in through the front door, or the side door where there's, that looks like it's been used?
I think we'd probably want to go the way it's been used, since at least we know that path, and we can use the other one as a surprise if we need to escape, and hope they don't know about that one way out.
Yeah.
Hope they don't know about the front door?
Yeah, they might think it's too overgrown to get through.
Alright.
Cat'll take point, draw his swords, and, open the door carefully. I check for traps. I said that as a joke, but I actually will roll to see if there's traps, because if someone is obviously using her place, they might actually have trapped it.
Yeah, I, if possible, would also like to roll for traps. Would that be investigation?
Probably. I'm gonna have everyone roll survival or investigation to try to follow this trail and get to wherever this tree is.
My investigation is a +4.
My survival
Nick-
is a +5.
Could Nick, as they're looking, just cast Armor of Agathis?
Sure.
God damn it. It's in the fucking channel title and I still fucked it up.
I spot really like Shaun today. I think it feels really bad about murdering him like 2 games in a row.
Finally getting some good rolls.
Well, we're not gonna get any in combat though. We're gonna get all the good rolls out now.
Just like, yep, there's plants here.
I was like, whose role am I missing? It's me, Roadkill. That's whose role is missing. Because we're already
Wasn't me
scouting
all
a couple players.
along.
Roadkill like, oh wait, yeah, I'm here too.
Yeah! Alright. 9. Kat, you're taking point, but you have no fucking clue where you're going. This place is like a maze. All the navigational signs that might have helped you are long since fallen down or graffitied or covered in dust. Like,
He's
You
too
were-
tall, his head keeps getting caught in the foliage. All the plants growing up.
well, like, it's not terribly overgrown once you get like a few feet into the building, but yeah, you are very confidently striding forward. You're not sure where you're going though. With a 14 and 16, Roadkill and Lina, I think they've been here before. They have like a rough idea of how the building is laid out. I think like Lina is like kneeling down checking for traps, and Roadkill keeps like ushering her in the right-ish direction. And then with dirty 20s, Shaun and Nikola are going to I mean, 1, there's no traps in this hall, so that's good. There's also, you managed to find a pattern of like hallways with less dust, which is helpful because you can tell those are the ones people have been walking down. And following that brings you to, you start finding hallways or stacks of shelves where the roots have started growing over the carpet. And once you find that, it's easier to follow it back to the base of the route, rather than just going blind, and to trace all those routes back to a central sort of atrium area of the library. Does everyone want to roll perception?
Absolutely.
Sure thing.
I am amused that like the group overprotective parents are like, oh yeah, we're getting the big rolls until we don't.
That's a 10. Cat, my dear sweet boy, you have a +8.
Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe the mask is on upside down today.
Yeah, he hasn't fixed it from when it got flopped.
Alright. Whew. Those are some rolls.
You know, diversity.
Perception of 18.
Oh, that's roadkill. He's the only one that got like a good roll. So 9, 10, Shaun, Cat. Shaun is really busy following the trail of this route and is like hyper focused in on that, not really looking up. And Cat is very focused on, is anything going to jump out at the group from like a few feet ahead? Do I have to hit anything with my swords? So they don't really notice anything as they come up on the atrium. Like, the ceiling is raising, the room looks bigger, but like, not really looking for more than that. Dual 12s for Nikola and Lina. Like, as you come up upon the atrium, you can see a fuck off big tree in the middle of it. The like trunk is very wide around. Like, you could fit a car inside of the trunk of this tree and have bark go all the way over it. Which is a really weird way to describe it, but like,
I know exactly what you mean, though.
It's big. It's really big. And
You could fit a tiny home in here.
And it's dark in this room. I mean, it's been pretty dark throughout the whole library, but despite what should be a giant glass skylight overhead, the leaves of this tree are blocking out a lot of the sunlight and making it a little bit harder to see in this room than you would ideally want. And I think with an 18, Cat, before you can take a step in the room, you feel Roadkill's hand sort of grab the back of your shirt and pull you back, and sort of like, as soon as you're out of the doorway, it's sort of like he raises it to his lips to sort of shush you from crying out a "Hey, what was that about?"
Cat is in serious business mode, so he's not gonna
yeah, and
be overdramatic.
Yeah, with that, Roadkill sort of like holds up the claw to block the doorway, and like, holds his hands up to his ear and gestures for you all to listen, because echoing around in this high-ceilinged atrium, you can hear sort of like, you can't really make out words, but you might recognize the voice that's going sort of
Oh no.
Oh no, it's an evil sorceress.
Sort of softly muttering to himself, and after a moment, Yllwyll comes into view, walking around the base of the tree, holding a watering can. And then lumbering along behind him is I figure you probably weren't expecting to see again the large slime and paper mache form of Thesis.
Gasp.
Oh, that guy.
Isn't most of Thesis in a tank in Tailwind's land?
No, that was Factoid. This is
Factoid.
the guy that attacked your school dance.
School dance, yes.
Yep.
A different slime and paper monster because you guys kidnapped the first one.
And we'll kidnap this one too!
You won't!
I'm sorry, all of Yllwyl's creations are so kidnappable.
They're so pet-shaped.
Shaun should probably just stare at you very hard if anyone said that, because it's like, hello.
Lina is immediately looking Shaun up and down and being like, internally being like, if we stuck paper on Shaun, could we just replace? Could we get a mole?
Cat does have proficiency in disguise kits. He could disguise Shaun.
You're all tunes.
She's
You
just
all have
gonna-
proficiency with the disguise kit.
Oh, that's
She's-
true.
She's gonna file that away back in the back of her head.
Anyway, yeah. So you don't seem to have been noticed yet, but that's what's going on.
Lina, who had literally just said, "Oh, I won't get into a fight with Yllwyll. I'd probably die again." Her fuck.
Cat's pulled out the same thing of sticky notes that he stuck one to Tailwind and is looking Shaun up and down. Like,
Technically, Lina does not know who this is. I'm realizing. She has never heard his voice.
in fairness, from context, it's fairly obvious.
Yeah, I mean, he did walk around the side of the tree, and you see this very mad scientist-looking guy. So
Cat'll use one of the sticky notes he's got in his hands anyway. Right, that's Yllwyll, and pass it to Lina, and another one to Roadkill.
Roadkill
Lina
takes the
nodding.
post-it note, looks down at it, looks into the room again, and is like, he's not saying anything, but he's just like,
Cat sticks another one to him, just like the guy, not the slime thing.
Roadkill
Nick
gives you a look
open
like,
up
are
and
you
then-
stupid?
What's Nick doing?
Can Nick signal, especially Roadkill and Lina, and open up a mental group chat for them to conspire and go, alright, we should coordinate who is attacking who, because I think we will need both of them occupied. Lina, would you feel comfortable skirting around the exterior of the fight, calling out any weaknesses you see, any openings, other potential threats, just being our extra eye?
I'll do my best. I'll keep my distance and attack from afar.
I think this is the first time y'all have done this with Roadkill, right?
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember doing it another time. So, like, honestly, the first thing you get from him is, oh, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, you
That
can hear that.
signal.
Okay. There is like a balcony on the second floor that's sort of, most of the second floor is open to the atrium. You could go up there and it would be hard for anything to get at you.
Okay, I'll do that. Nick will probably keep this open for us. But yeah, that signal usually means that he's about to say something internal.
Good to know.
Apologies. Alright.
I think he's like, well, I'm not the one that has bad
Anyway, I'm gonna
experiences.
go up there. Trauma? What trauma? Fuck you. Anyway, skitters.
Alright.
Ah, shit,
The
I
rest
probably
of
shouldn't have
us.
thought that. Oh, shit, did you all hear that too?
Moving swiftly forward.
Maybe, maybe
Who wants to go tackle Yllwyll? Who wants to tackle our friend from the school dance?
Cat's
not.
just
Who
like,
wants to tango?
Cat's just like, well, I think the big green dude is probably going to be the harder hitter of the two, so me and Shaun should probably take care of that guy because we're the ones who are most able to respectively either tank or dodge hits, whereas you guys slightly more squishy. I'd say Nick, you, Lina, and Roadkill should probably focus your efforts on Yllwyll.
I would prefer to keep Roadkill as occupied as possible so that he is on defense and not summoning more monsters. Unlocking cool, interesting ways for this tree to kill us.
Sorry, out of character, keep who as occupied as possible? Because you said roadkill.
I'm tired. Leave me alone. Roadkill. No, wait, not
Yllwyll?
Yllwyll.
In my head, Roadkill's
Sounds like,
just like,
damn,
man,
Roadkill has
I wish I could summon mutant minions. My life would be so much easier.
Don't they have like siblings or something? That's kind of like a minion.
Honestly, you know
you
what's
don't
gonna
know
happen?
about
You
that.
guys are gonna start fighting. You're gonna start fighting him, and they're gonna be like, he's gonna be like, why do you guys have a slime minion too? And it's like, I was like, I'm not a minion.
I'm not a number. I am a man.
Are we doing anything about the tree, or are we taking these two out first?
Well, maybe we could get answers about the tree if we can get Yllwyll to talk.
He seems pretty talkative to himself already. Do you want me to try and sneak in and eavesdrop?
Wow, I can't imagine 100 ways that could go wrong.
Listen, I may be really fucking tall, but I'm also very, very sneaky. So, I mean, worst case scenario, we're planning on jumping out and ganking the guy anyway, so if it goes to shit, that can be our plan B.
Fair enough.
Also, like an idiot, I accidentally closed my character sheet. I do not know why I did this.
My dad picked up my phone for me, so I have that now.
Nice.
Yay.
Your dad's awesome.
He is awesome.
So, Kat, if you want to sneak in, roll stealth.
Alrighty. That's 1d20 plus 17. That's a 36.
Christ.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace is broken, and I have expertise in stealth. Cat is
And
a
you rolled
very
a
sneaky
19!
boy.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I also rolled really high.
Okay, let me just check my things. Yeah, nobody can roll anything high enough to even begin detecting Cat, so
Invisible.
Cat, get in there.
He is a smoke boy, so
Yeah, I am picturing Cat being like translucent at this point, just like almost entirely smoke as he sneaks into this room. uh so yeah, uh as you sneak into the center of the room. Oh, I need water. Yllwyl's voice is the worst to do because I don't know what it is. I'm trying to
Channel your inner Mark Hamill.
It's
Yllwyll
so
just
hard.
like, you know what? I'm growing tired of putting on this stupid voice. I'm just gonna talk normal.
Hello, talk like this. I don't know.
I have decided. I have taken lessons with my speech coach, and now
I have learned how to speak proper English. Hello.
So as Cat sneaks into the room, you overhear Yllwyll going like, "My little baby, all grown up. Oh, I can't wait to see what sorts of things all your seeds will do and grow into. Such limitless potential." Just a few more doses of Catalyst V, and I think your seeds will spread across the continent itself. Oh, wouldn't that be something to see?
I'm so tempted to just start poking around his stuff, just like, anything interesting?
Yeah, you can roll investigation if you want to take a look around.
I'm gonna do that. Crit 1, I trip over my own feet.
What?
Combat immediately initiates. It wasn't a crit
10.
fail. I got a 10.
Yeah, I think with a 10, you managed to get closer to the tree. There's a couple of discarded giant syringes with a little bit of Catalyst V left in them, dropped at the base of the tree. You can see like a little hole in the tree trunk where the most recent syringe was planted, and now there's like a little bit of glowing green sap oozing out of the wound. But other than that, you don't really see anything.
Cat just sends the mental image of that with just mental, oh, you saying this shit? Just like confirms that yes, Nikola's dream was apparently entirely prophetic. Fucking prophetic, not prosthetic. Prosthetic dreams are something else. Presumably what androids do about electric sheep.
Nikola, as you are getting these images from Cat, yeah, it doesn't look exactly the same as your dream. The tree was smaller in your dream, and there was only the one needle. Whatever you saw, either it was a while ago or Yllwyll works very fast.
This. So apparently, whatever information I can offer, it needs to be acted upon quickly. Because it's not necessarily up to date. Well, I guess recent sense is better than future sense.
Cat's just like, so how do we want to play this? We gonna try and talk to him about it, or we just wanna open up with a Boston hello, which isn't actually a turn of phrase, but it should be.
It can be a turn of phrase in Inkwell.
If you're thinking of a Glasgow kiss.
I mean,
I have heard people talk about the Boston handshake, but that's something different. And then, of course, there's the People's Elbow, which is very popular in Boston, but not named for the city.
it is an inkwell. Where's Boston? Who knows?
Yeah, you get roadkill going like, where the fuck is Boston?
I have no idea. Is that from an anime?
Oh, that an anime you don't know? But Lina
Cat just fucking opens up a fucking second channel in their hello Darwin. Cat opens up like a second channel in their mental connection as though it's a fucking voice.
Did you just make a thread?
Just like starts info dumping about the
American
fucking
Italia.
just like the
Cat, you know all that's going through my brain, right? I am the server.
Nikola is Discord.
Cat's just like, and I'm confident in your ability to multitask. You're a very skilled individual, and I'm proud of you. And then continues info dumping about, fucking the man who never returned or something, which is a.
Who is he info dumping to?
Lina and fucking Roadkill. They both asked what Boston was. They're going to know.
Shut the fuck up. What the hell? Now is not the time. Stop it. I don't need this shit right now.
Sends DM to Cat like
Cat.
we'll watch it later.
Cat disappears from the mental link.
Mental
Connected.
Got banned.
Discord mod banned you.
You're in timeout.
For the recording, Lordly dropped off the call entirely for a second there. The actual Discord call. I mean, is there any chance of reasoning with this guy? You're the ones who've met him before.
I really don't think so.
Then we should probably use surprise to our advantage. And just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, let's move in.
Lina's gonna go to the balcony.
Alright, and we will stop here for the night and do the fight in part 2 at another time.
Hooray.
We'll see when.
Surprise round!
Surprise round. Also, I really do enjoy your Yllwyll voice, though. Like, for real.
Thank you. I don't know what it is.
It's very good, though. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very good.
Thank you.
Imagine if a seagull could talk.
Yes.
Mood. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you all for playing. And
Have a wonderful Wellsprings day.
have a wonderful
Wellspring.
Wellsprings day or night. And I'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.